What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? This is Chris, aka Barnum11970, and I'm going to talk about some people's favorite subject. You'll have to excuse me, I just actually had to go out in the rain because I left my windows partially open last night and it started raining. That'll help my DJ equipment. Got a party a little bit later on today. I want to talk about this wonderful comment that I got. I'm not even going to mention the person's name because at this point it's actually funny. So this video is going to have a method. This video is going to be dedicated to all the people out there who make videos, who try and do the right thing and get the hated upon. Now, I know some people are going to say things like, oh, why do you talk about this? Well, in my theory as a massage therapist, when you hide things, you keep them in internally, and then you become bitter, you become angry, you become depressed, you become delusioned, you start possibly drinking or doing drugs or doing very negative things. Because even with physical things, emotional things can be toxic to your body. And if you don't get them out, you don't release them. So for me, I consider this like a soda bottle. If you shake that soda bottle, sometimes you have to open it to let out some of that steam, shall we say. So I talk about this stuff because it helps it get it out. It helps me learn, and I take a lemon and turn it into lemonade. So for all of you people out there that make videos, who try and do the right thing, who get upset or disappointed because of some of the attacks you get, I want you to think about what I'm about to say, and hopefully it will help you improve your confidence or feel better about your own situations. There was a person that on several occasions has done nothing more than leave very nasty, negative, basically rude comments that are unnecessary on some of my videos. The person is a very angry person. You could tell just by talking to this individual. And every now and then he likes to make a little cheap shot, poke fun, and say this, that, or the other thing, trying to make an attempt at being humorous. And made about 4 or 5 comments on my last 2 videos. Now, the old me would have been like, oh, that's it, I hate him, I think he's an idiot, I want to punch him, or let's get into a fight, or something stupid like that. But that was 2 years ago. Since I started sun gazing, since I started eating better, since I started researching instead of just assuming a lot of things, I've done a 180 in my life, and I've learned a lot. And one of the biggest things I've learned is negativity and pain is a way for you to review your current paths traveling and say to yourself, is this the road I want to continue on? Or is it something where I want to turn around and retrace or go in another direction? So I've found that people like that are a way to remind me of my past and say, is this what you want? We're going to present it to you. Let me know if you want it or not. And I've chosen to rise above and no longer let it affect me, even though I continuously talk about it. Now, you'll notice the only time I talk about it is when these people take whatever free time they have to come to my channel to make their presence known. And to me, if you see it in a psychological aspect, that's the definition of true insecurity. Because, for example, there are people that I don't like, that I have a problem with. I won't mention the names here, because this is not one of those videos. But like I said in the comment to this individual, that unless somebody gives me a link, and they say, here, check this video out, and they don't tell me what it is, and I click on it, and it goes to those particular people's channels, I will never go to their channels. Why? Because I don't like them. They have nothing to contribute. They don't display any kind of similarities that I would find interesting. So instead of wasting what limited time we have throughout the day to do things by going to theirs to show hatred, I spend my time with my wife, creating better situations with my job, spending time with family who I care about, coming here to talk to people around the world who are here to listen to what I have to say. That gives me importance. That gives me a relative satisfaction. It gives me relevance. These people, on the other hand, will go out of their way to make fake profiles, who will say nasty things, who will come and say, hey, look at me, I have to be relevant. And they come to my channel, means they think of me constantly. I'm on their mind. And they get angry for that because they're irrelevant. I, at least in their minds, are relevant enough that they have to keep thinking about me and have to keep coming back. And they have to hide. They have to make fake profiles. They have to say nothing but negative things, never a positive thing, just to get a rise. And it works on occasion, but it's almost like I said, it's like a mosquito bite. You're not spending your whole life worrying about a mosquito, but if it stings you, yeah, you're going to feel it and you're going to smack it away. But as soon as it flies away or as soon as you flick it off of you, you never give it a second thought. So these people, they want to try and take away my power, and I used to give it to them. But now, I have my power, and they can't take it. Because here's the situation. The only reason they ever become even remotely relevant is when they bombard their way into a situation, say, hey, look at me, I'm being loud, I gotta be heard, you're a jerk, you're an idiot, oh, look at me, please look at me, I need the attention. Because if they never came here, no one would ever think about them. And if you go to any of their channels, they do nothing of relevance. Well, myself, I may not get everything right, I may not be Mr. Wonderful, but yet I do things because I care about people. And when you care, sometimes you hurt the ones you love, so that shows that I'm human. But I get people who constantly thank me, who constantly appreciate what I do, who come here looking forward to my advice, who love the fact that I make the effort, who will share my ideas, who will tell me, I've had people tell me that I've stopped them from committing suicide. Do you think I really, really worry about these haters just because I mention it? And the fact that they keep coming back over and over and over again shows that I'm under their skin. So if you're making a channel and you're getting those same people over and over again, and they make fake accounts and pretend to be somebody they're not, and they have to say nothing but negative things, keep this in mind about yourself. That means you're relevant. That means you're doing something that's getting under their skin, which means they're thinking about you. When you, on the other hand, the only time you ever think about them is when they push their way through your door. And that's a sad and bitter and angry life for them to lead. But it's their choice. So you see the smile on my face? All those trolls who do nothing more than say nasty things, make up lies, take things out of context, and take every opportunity of something that I might have slipped up on to focus on that. You're not getting me. I'm speaking about it because then I get it out. It's out into the universe, and I've moved on, and I've forgotten about you once again until you find your way yet again to come back to my channel. Welcome back anytime. It just shows that I'm under your skin, and you hate me for that because maybe you wish you had that kind of attention. Maybe you have an angry life. Maybe you're not an attractive person, inside or out. Maybe you just drive in your fancy car to get away from your life and try and be in your own little world. Well, somebody like me tries to make positive things out of a shitty situation in life. Has his own jobs where he can be independent. Has a loving wife that is always there for me and devoted anytime I need her by my side. And I'm generally happy. And people will hate you for that. Sucks for them. So for my real subscribers, don't worry about saying, you know, don't let it get you and everything, because look at the smile on my face. I'm not angry. And if somebody wants to beat me up because what I say is true, well, that's what 5-year-olds do. I'm an adult. I learned that 2 years ago when I wanted to fight the news unit over the most ridiculous things that person had to initiate me to get to that point. He could brag about that for the rest of his life. He got me for a moment. But my wife made it very clear what's important to me. So if you make videos and you have people that are spending their free time, instead of doing something to contribute to the world, hating on you, then just remember, They're thinking about you, and that gives you importance, that gives you relevance, and that gives you power. Enjoy it. It tastes real good, while for them, it's bittersweet. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered. Peace!